Love and light, y'all. Happy Saturday. I'm going to get straight to it because I'm swole. Trigger warning. This segment is about to touch on some very uncomfortable things. So if you are easily triggered, please scroll. The young lady that you see in the picture here, her name is Crystal. Crystal Cross. And she is a young lady that I went to school with in my days at Prairie A&M University. We weren't the best of friends. We weren't enemies as far as I knew. We even bumped heads over a stupid boy once and got back to speaking terms before life took us on our different roads. And earlier this month, I received the news that she ended her own life. And I sat with this for a while and decided that I'm too swole to keep quiet about it and I have some things to say. And these things that I have to say are coming from another woman that suicide spirit paid a visit to and I overcame. And me and this woman are similar faces, different faces of similar struggles. And I suppose that's why it really pissed me off when I see her pictures and people are saying, oh, mental health awareness and oh, we got to do better and we got to check on people and mental health is real and seek help. It goes deeper than that. And coming from someone who was once on that side of things and now I couldn't be happier to be alive, let me walk y'all through some shit. Okay? What does doing better look like? Because I'm going to tell y'all what I'm swole about. Why do we wait until it's too late to say we got to do better? We make a post, we post a picture. Oh, she was such a great person. Oh, so sad, so sad. We got to do better. Let me tell y'all something about that suicide spirit. That suicide spirit is a spirit of totality. That's not something that just creeps up on somebody overnight. Nobody just wakes up one day and says, hey, I want to delete myself. No. It's something that starts out small, a small whisper, and then it gets gradually louder. And how does this spirit get to a person? Well, when your heart and your feelings are being suppressed at home, things happen at school where other people do things to purposely break your spirit. You can't understand for the life of you why people just, is there an invisible please come F with me sign taped on my forehead? And the totality of the suicide spirit is when you look around and you find nothing to be happy about. Everyone's projecting. You don't even realize that everybody is just projecting their shit onto you. You can't understand why people you have done nothing wrong to are so adamant about doing things to break your spirit. Until one day you start wondering if the world would be a better place without you in it. Until you start wondering, is the other side the only place I can find peace? Because this is just my opinion, for what it's worth. People who take their own lives don't actually want to die. They just want the pain to stop. They want the emotional bondage to be released. But where does all of that come from? Because in reading her disturbing final messages, she kept saying, I want to be free. Free from what? Free from what? And the chilling part, where she said, I chose the sea. In African spirituality, we call that going to Yemaja. And water represents very, very deep emotion. So there was some serious emotional turmoil going on right under our noses. And look at her. Gorgeous girl. Looked like she had it all together. And she did. She was a graduate student, author, doing her thing. Then all of a sudden, lights out. No, that wasn't something that crept up overnight. That was a totality of life experiences that led to that final decision. When we say we got to do better, what pisses me off about that is why do we wait until it's too late? Oh, well, we got to do better. So let's explore that. Is we got to do better? Is that just something that we say to make ourselves feel better about something we claim we can't do nothing about? Or are we really ready to look at ourselves and explore what that doing better looks like? Because let me tell you something, doing better is deeper than, oh, I'll pray for you. Doing better is deeper than telling people, oh, go get mental help, go get help. What about being the kind of people that don't push other people to freaking need help? What does that doing better look like? That doing better looks like being mindful when your messy ass friend comes to you trying to butter your popcorn with somebody else's pain. That's a tiny fragment in the overall totality. Doing better means assisting when you can instead of exploiting someone's struggles. That's a tiny fragment in the ante. Fellas, when you know a woman is mentally struggling with something and you suppress your predatory nature to take advantage of that, that's doing better. Women, ladies, when you meet men whose self esteem isn't all that up to par, and you don't take advantage of them and you don't run them for everything they have and get with your friends and laugh at the destruction you cause another person, that is doing better. Doing better is helping before you hinder. Doing better is being mindful 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on how your thoughts, your actions, and your behaviors contribute to the totality of another person's life. How is what you're doing making somebody want to be here or wanting someone to not want to be here? How are your actions towards others affecting their views on God? How are your actions towards others affecting another person's will to live? Because one act of kindness can give someone the hope to go on, while one act of cruelty can be just the straw that breaks the camel's back that sends somebody over the edge. And it happens so silently. So, how do we do better? We get and stay mindful of how our actions affect other people. I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, I want to talk to the people that may be secretly struggling with that suicide spirit. I'm Mayonsa J. Muse, and this is a 222.9, the Mothership Libation Special Report. Let me just play something because I don't want to run a commercial. This ain't no advertisement. Hold on.
This is a 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio, breaking news, special report.
Okay, I'm back. For those of you that are facing or wrestling with that suicide spirit, in the huddle, I'm going to give you some of the things I used, and they worked. And if y'all need to talk to somebody, I got a hotline running across my screen. And what the difference between me and a regular therapist is not only will you be talking to a highly skilled spiritualist, not religion, spiritualist, that has firsthand experience in overcoming the suicide spirit. Step number one, decide. Decide that no matter what, your life is worth living. Step number two, get on your knees and ask the divine for your divine purpose for being on this planet. That is going to make all your pains and struggles make perfect sense. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it works. I am proof. Three, allow yourself to release anything and anyone who is making you feel like you don't want to be here. And nobody gets a pass. Not blood, not family, not friends, not coworkers. No, draw your boundaries, sharpen your spears, and stand on them. Step four, root yourself in what brings you joy. Reflecting on your childhood can help you uncover what makes you happy with or without anyone. If that doesn't help, ask yourself the question what you would be doing if money did not exist. That helps too. And if you don't know what makes you happy about being alive, well, today couldn't be a better day to start figuring it out. And that's what's going to root you. And most importantly, establish a real connection with the source, the divine, God, Allah, however that works out for you. If Christianity is your strongest chord, go there. If Ifa or Risha is your strongest chord, go there. If Buddhism is your strongest chord, go there. If omniism is the belief that it all works together, go there. Whatever creates your strongest bond to the divine, focus on that, and everything else will unfold on its own. Because the beautiful things in life can't get to you if all you can see is the pain. Like Erykah Badu say, you got to let that go. Because let me tell you something about the pain. So many people who commit suicide die carrying shit that never belonged to them. The people that made fun of you that you never did nothing wrong to, they have problems with themselves, not you. So don't eliminate yourself because your light makes other people's demons itch. That's not your problem. Release everyone else's projections. Because one prayer that I prayed that I can boldly say saved my life was when I asked God to let me see myself the way he sees me. And after that, I never had a thought about leaving on my own terms again. So if you are battling with that spirit, know that you don't have to lay there and let it overtake you. You don't have to hide it in secret. Call it out and take your power back over it. You're stronger than you think. And I'm aware that there are some people who see this message that are not going to appreciate it. And the people who aren't going to appreciate this message are the messy mother sons of fill in the blanks that I am talking about. The ones that like to feed on other people's pain so you can feel better about your own lame existence. Yeah, you go get help too. You weak-minded mother lovers that allow yourself to be ring-led into ganging up on someone that hasn't done anything wrong to you because they're light. is making your demons itch. Oh, yeah, I see y'all. And hopefully, prayerfully, this video will help everybody that sees it see who you are too. So they can cut the cords from you before they allow your shul bit to make them feel like they shouldn't be here. Yeah, this is a ploy for you to go get help too. Because if you are someone that loves to spread gossip, spread mess, say and do things to make another person not want to be here, and you don't even have a justifiable reason for doing it, guess what? You're housing a minion. You are low-wage demon slave labor that will produce no reward. Because what we have to understand about self-deletion is not a mental health crisis. It is a demonic spirit that can be banished when you know how to get on your knees and ask for the right tools. I don't even know how to really, of course, I hope that my girl's spirit is at peace. But I can't say that I'm not pissed that she couldn't find that peace and that freedom here on earth. Because the Most High God put so much beauty and abundance for us to enjoy that we ain't got no business sitting around causing each other hell to a point where somebody don't want to be here anymore. And it's cute and funny until we see that memorial post. So this is a self-check for everybody. If we are really serious about how we can do better in crises like these, the doing better is not waiting until it's too late. The doing better is being mindful of how our everyday words and actions affect the totality of another person's existence. And when you embody that and apply that to your practical life every day, we don't leave it all in the hands of our medical care professionals. We keep that in our hearts every day. Because as you can see, somebody can look perfectly beautiful and perfectly normal on the surface, and we have no freaking clue what's really going on underneath. I send love and light to her friends and family and her closest loved ones and the Prairie View family. And if this post and if this message can stop one person from ending their life, I've done my job. If this message can stop one person from thinking twice before acting as a destructive force in the life of another person, I've done my job. And when we embody what it means, truly means, to do better, we can save so many others from Crystal's fate by simply watching how we treat one another. From inside the house, from the family to the college environment, and we can do this because we're nice to who we want to be nice to. And in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Cliche Hyundai Crystal. Now I'm going to get off this thing and go pour a libation and drink myself some ice water because I am swole. The reason why I say beam up all the time on the mothership It's because the beam up has nothing to do with aliens or spaceships. The real beam up is elevating your consciousness to a level of divinity. Be inspired to follow suit.
This is a 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio Breaking News Special Report.